All right, so I was out walking this morning and hitting my lap, hit the corner. I see uh, basically a fire, a little like campfire, and it was what I assumed to be a homeless man. He had built a fire, so it just kind of threw me off because when I was walking up to him, I was looking and it looked like he was standing directly over the fire. So I'm kind of like, I hope this dude don't catch on fire. Now my hands at the time were cold, and I had just put on my gloves, and I had my hands in my little hoodie pocket, and I was just thinking about how cold it was, uh, and having good gloves and all these different things about being prepared to deal with the cold. How my army PTs like are the best thing, better than any sweatpants and all this other stuff. And then I see this dude out here like with a fire, like leaning over it, potentially risking getting, set on fire cause he cold and he don't got no choice. And it made me appreciate being out there by choice. And that's that's pretty much what I wanted to focus on, is being grateful to be able to do things by choice versus out of necessity. So me being out walking at 5:30 in the morning and dealing with the cold and thinking about gloves and all of that, that's a choice I made to be a part of my routine so that I can get where I want to be as far as my health. But some people out there in the cold freezing, they don't have a choice. It's not because they're working on something. It's not because they got something to do. It's just they don't have nowhere to be, and they got to deal with it. So I'm grateful to not have to do a lot of things that I choose to do out of necessity, but out of choice, out of desire. So I do want to get healthy. I do want to improve my relationship with God, my understanding of God and what He wants out of me and for my life. Uh, Improve my relationship with my friends, family, be a better father. All of these things I want to do by choice. And I hope that by being proactive and trying to do it by choice, I don't end up in a situation where I'm forced to try to address these things out of necessity. And in some cases, I've already dealt with that. So obviously, I essentially got two sets of kids. So with my older kids, whatever I do, whatever interaction we have at this point, any investment in a relationship, repairing a relationship, creating a better dynamic, a better situation, is out of necessity because I allowed it to get to the point where it's so toxic, it's so negative, it's so detrimental that that's all I can do. So I'm trying to become a better communicator, a more effective communicator, nicer, uh, you know, more laid back, all these different things, just working on myself by choice so that I'm not forced to be in situations that I created by not working on these things by choice to end up having to either work on these things out of necessity or have to deal with the negative consequences that I don't want to deal with by not focusing on these things, by not investing in changing these things, by not investing in getting better at these things. So my biggest takeaway from this morning is really be thankful, be grateful that I am at a place where I'm doing the things that I want and need to do to create the type of environment and become the type of person I want to be by choice versus necessity. And I hope that it doesn't ever get to that point.